The deputy CEO of the Ghana Tourism Development Company, Oheneba Ekua, popularly known as Black Coffee, has resigned from a year-long position, alleging an ongoing corruption at GTDC. She spoke to our colleague Andy Dosty of Hits FM this morning on his show Daybreak with Andy Dosty, where she revealed that she has indeed resigned after a year of doing nothing.
Is that I got a job in February. Between February and August, I didn't know what's going on in the office. No management meetings. He just travels. If I see his driver, it means he's in the country. If I don't see his driver, it means he's not in the country. So I was complaining to everybody. And I complained to Sam Menz because I love Sam Menz so much. I respect him so much. So Sam Menz had words with him, and it was August that we had our first management meeting. From January appointment, August was when we had our first management meeting. He's just doing things by himself. He doesn't involve anybody in anything. Having said that, he's brought 2 people into the team, and he works with those 2 people. But I don't know what they're doing, because I don't see what we're doing. And I can't sit in a job and not achieve.
Changing. You were deputy CEO. What did you change when you were in office?
I couldn't change anything because my CEO would not permit me to change anything, which is why I resigned. I'm full of ideas. When I was appointed, I was looking forward to changing Ghana tourism. I have so many brilliant ideas. Every idea I went to my CEO with was met with resistance. Every time I came up with something resistant, so I decided not to resign. I have so many ideas, I've just been kicked out. I sit in the office doing nothing. I do nothing for a whole year. I've done nothing. I don't do anything. See, my CEO and I, we can go months without seeing each other. So I don't even know where he goes. I just hear he's gone, he's back, he's gone. Now, at one management meeting, I brought him, I said to him, Kojo, where are you going? You don't tell me. I said, oh, I'm going here, do this. Where are you going? What are you taking? What are you bringing back? He said to me in a meeting, I don't have to take anything.
Ekua Black Coffee there. She was appointed in February last year as the deputy CEO of the GTDC by President Akufo-Addo. After 15 months of idle work, she says she's put in her resignation. You're still watching The Pulse with me, Gifty and Dopia. I'll be right back. Let's return to our story about the accusations, of course, by the deputy CEO of the GTDC that she has had to resign because she's been there 15 months of no work but travel and per diem, which she says she hasn't done anyway. I have on the line now Austin Gami. He's a labor expert. Let's tease out this issue in a few minutes. Sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. What is your assessment of this revelation we're getting from the GTDC that she says she's ready to work, she's at post and she's ready to work, but she's not getting the chance to work? The biggest question that this raises actually has been whether or not this is an isolated case or this is actually a civil service syndrome.
Well, thank you. Well, generally speaking, employers are expected to fulfill their side of the story. If you employ somebody, then you are under obligation to offer the person work to do, provide all the tools, and you must definitely assign the person work to do. You cannot employ somebody and will not assign the person work to do and pay the person for that matter. So I think that there's a disconnect.
Right.
And I'm surprised that a place like that would not assign its worker really work to do, more so when it's a deputy CEO. It means, let's be honest, it means there's some rift. There is a conflict between them, and or maybe she's not needed, and they can't tell her to leave, and so they've left her until she's compelled to go away herself.
But you say you're surprised, and well, someone may be surprised to think that you, a labor expert who has dealt with a lot of such labor issues, are surprised, because people have often accused the civil service of usually doing close to nothing and sometimes traveling and taking such per diems at the expense of the country.
That's the reason why I'm surprised, because under normal circumstances, it's the employers who should be complaining that she is not performing her duties. They've given her jobs and she's not doing it. And so they are firing her and so forth and so on. But strangely, she is now the one complaining that she's ready to work and she's getting nothing to do.
How does the tourism ministry that under which this agency falls deal with such a situation, you think?
Well, the woman has resigned. They may keep quiet because maybe they don't need her services. So they may keep quiet. But the point is that this country, tourism is one of the areas where we should be tapping and making employing a lot of people, because it's a real good business. Unfortunately, we are not tapping into it very well. That having been said, it should be a lesson to people who are listening. I'm not too sure as to how senior people in government and generally how people will feel about this kind of thing. Maybe the woman may not sit lying down. She may complain if she really is unhappy. If it's not any matter of private concern to her, and it's something that she thinks that should be addressed in the future, and she will have to go somewhere to report to somebody or wanted to write something about it for
she could take it out.
That would be quite interesting. But I think that the law, if we take just the law, under Section 8, if you are an employer and you employ people, you are duty bound to assign the person work to do, because you cannot employ somebody and let the person be sitting down for nothing.
Mr. Gami, thank you very much for your contribution. Austin Gami is a labor expert there.